Hi, Miss Carmen. For this journal, I chose to explore traditional art rather than street art just because I feel more connected to traditional art. That's something I really like. I even consider studying that after graduation. Um, and I thought I would talk about the first one I got to see just how much I remember from what I learned in my AP last year. And I got a Madonna. It is this one. And it is titled Madonna of Humility Enthroned by Angels. And it was made by Gerardo Di Giacoppo. And it is in the Museum of Milan. And it was made in 1404 or 1405. So that means that's the early Renaissance because the early Renaissance was from the 1400s to the 1500s. So it was very early Renaissance. And in these times, what I like most about art is that, like, you can see Mary and Jesus here, but there is a lot more about that. It can tell you, like, the material it is made of. You can, by the material it is made of, you can say the time it was made, and the colors they use show, like, when they use red, it's fertility. And as you can see, she's wearing red here, and she is with her son, although she wasn't supposed to actually be because she was a virgin. But I don't know. But those kind of things are what I like more about art. That you see something, but behind that there are 1,000 million more things to learn about it. A Madonna is a painting of Mary. Only Mary or Mary with Jesus. That's it. If someone else is in that painting or that portrait or that icon or that sculpture, it is not a Madonna. It has to be Mary or Mary with Jesus. And in this time period, people started questioning. I'm pretty sure you know because you're very smart, but I'm telling you what I know because this is the journal. In this time period, people started questioning the church in Florence and Flanders, and I guess that's where it is because in this time the church started patroning more art to keep people, like, in their religion, or I don't know how to say it, and also because they were rich and they could afford it, and only rich people could afford this kind of art. And I really, really like it. I think it is very small, and I can imagine it in a church. I really like it. And I cannot believe this is all I have. No, this is not all I have to say about this painting, but this is all I can remember about, like, the time period and what a Madonna is. And I think that's all, but I really like it. And I think religious art is one of the most beautiful, and it is one of the most, it is almost what we have the most, like, in this time period. We have, like, art on religious topics, and then everything else is a small percentage, which is what I like a lot. Also, Madonnas were very, very popular. They were made by Raphael, Botticelli, Giotto, Michelangelo, and Da Vinci, of course. And I just think it is something that reflects a lot about that time. Even Van Dyck made one, I think, I'm sure, yes. And so I'm happy I got that one. Okay, so mm, why do I think humans make art? I think there are two main, no, well, there are many millions of reasons why we make art: to express something, to communicate, to liberate our feelings. I don't know, many, but I think there is one very important, and it is that through art we can tell a story, we can express something, we can talk without words, and you can show how you feel, you can tell something like literally, or you can show facts about your historical time period or any other historical time period. If it wasn't because of art, we couldn't know about our ancestors, because like that's what they left us. They left us little stones with little carvings that we later figured out what they mean, and that is how we know about where we come from, and that is how people will know in the future where they come from. It tells so much stuff. It is so important. Art is everywhere, and I think that's why we make it, because we want to keep communicating our beliefs in a pretty stylized, like, maybe, well, not every artist is stylized, but in a pretty way, or in a certain kind of way. If you want to make it a small way, or if you want to make something very dramatic, you can do anything, you can communicate anything you want, and I think it is one of the strongest way to get heard by art. So I think that is why we make it. Like, that is the main point, to communicate, to express. That's it. Thank you.